Good morning. It's another wonderful, beautiful Saturday morning, and I am coming at you with another message. And for those of you that don't know me, I am LaMonica Jenkins, and I am a certified holistic life coach for the Gym Center. And you can find it at www.thegiymcenter.com. So, spinning off from the last message of attraction, I want to speak about why it's so difficult for some people to build more positive thought patterns. Well, research has shows that the average person roughly have about 60,000 thoughts that goes on day in and day out throughout a person's mind. And of those 60,000, predominantly are negative thoughts that are running through. And because there's so much negative thoughts patterns that tends to run through a person's mind, and because so many people out there seem to go through this, society deemed this as normal and acceptable. But I'm here to tell you that not only is it not normal, it's unacceptable, because a lot of the times we can see that negativity in our mindsets tend to produce negative feelings. Negative feelings tend to produce negative behavior. Negative behavior tend to produce negative experiences. So the less negative thoughts that you have within your mind, the less negative things that you will experience. So um, the message is basically encouraging you and showing you that you do have control over what you allow to come in and out of your thought processes. And to have control is to pay attention. You know, um, what makes it so difficult for people to think more positively is because of the effort that it takes. And effort to some people is hard, it's difficult. It makes it appear to be pointless, um, unreachable. The goal is just kind of lost out there. Like, you know what? Because so many other people are out there going through this, I'm going to accept the same thing and call it normal. And people settle with that, and yet they still complain, and yet they're unhappy, and yet they're just dissatisfied, and all these things that go on. But I am definitely here to express that you must pay more attention to what you are choosing to think, and how you can control exactly which direction, positive and negative, your thoughts may travel is how you're perceiving the experiences that are going on around you. And in the last message, with perception comes a conclusion, and with a conclusion it becomes a belief, and with belief becomes a feeling to justify your belief, which makes you feel like you're really justified for having thought about whatever you thought about in the first place, and therefore your life will experiences will match what you came up with, and which makes it even more justifiable for you. But learning to be the gatekeeper of your mind takes practice. And with practice, we all know practice makes better, practice makes perfect. It's just like taking up a sport or any other activity that someone has of interest. If you truly have an interest in changing the way you think, from turning the negative thought patterns into more positive ones, then I'm definitely here to help you do that. And that is my purpose. That is my passion, is to help people sincerely move in the direction of their heart's desire. And there's a lot of things that come with that, a lot of understanding that comes with that. And you can simply just start off by just doing a simple affirmation, such as, you know what, today I'm going to have a lovely day. Very simple, very short and sweet. The more you say it, the more you become to believe it and believe it and believe it. And not just believe it, but you got to see it with your mind's eye. You got to experience it with your mind's eye. And once you begin to experience it within your mind, then you develop new thought patterns about that, and your feelings begins to match that which you're seeing within your mind's eye. And before you know it, you're actually feeling good. You're sounding good. You're talking good. You're moving a lot better, more uppity, and just more happier throughout your life. So, or your day. And what needs to be understood too is that we're not going to escape negative experiences. It's inevitable. It's something that must happen. It's part of one of the laws of the universe called polarity. Without this polarity, there would be no balance. And I know a lot of people want to wish that the world is just a place where there's no negative going on. As horrible as some of that stuff that goes on out there can be. Unfortunately, it's just it is what it is. And the way people can minimize some things is really paying attention to what they're releasing. Because remember, we are beings of that possess energy, and like the earth, we too have a magnetic field, if you will. If you ever paid attention to how the earth projects its energy from our core, we are projecting energy too, and that energy is deriving from the way we are perceiving life. And it just takes practice. It takes the determination, the drive, the will, the want to begin to change your life. And the way you change your life is beginning the way you think. And we know that as a man thinketh, so is he. This is something that has been taught throughout all the ages for many, many thousands of years. Nothing new at all. Many cultures around the world knows this stuff without even interacting with each other. So it is something that has come to be understood through much observation by many great spiritual masters that have walked this earth. So I just definitely want to reinforce how important it is to be in the awareness state. To be aware is to put yourself in a position to learn, and you're not just learning about life, but you're learning more about yourself. And when you learn more about yourself, you can understand what to correct, the things that are positive about yourself to enhance. So again, there's so much that goes along with learning how to change your thought processes. So if you find any use with this, you could definitely check me out at www.thegymcenter.com. That's TheGiym center.com. Hope to see you there. Take care.